Hey! I didn't know he'd be live uh, this quick. Give me one second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let's see. Where- all right, let's this thing a little closer. All right, we are in business. All right. Um, yeah. Oh, all right, half my face in there. All right. All right. I guess no one's watching this as far as right now, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the FCC bans and how the government stole Christmas. So I guess I mean everyone's doing Christmas, so I don't think I'm gonna get very many views right now. It's pretty bad time to do a live stream and not announce it. Actually, let's kick on some background music. All right, what's up, one person watching? Um, back down to zero. Yeah, we were talking about the FCC bans, and yeah, just some of the bullshit going on with the world of FPV. I have my laptop set up on my uh, tabletop wargaming rig, so that's why there's miniature buildings and miniature spaceships, little mecha, cool mecha guys. They're all hand painted. And then these are from, what do you call it? Metal Slug. So they got some Metal Slug tanks for a little war game. But yeah, the FCC ban and the dumbness behind it. Um, Everyone's making their video about it, and I'm too lazy to make a video, so this is what I'm doing about it. Um, but yeah, I think it's dumb. I don't see why um, they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater this hard. Now, I do know that Donald J. Trump Jr., whoever has lots and lots and lots of stock in Unusual Machines, which is I'm pretty sure owned by Red Cat. So if I get that wrong, there's still no one watching. But if someone sees this in the future, please tell me if I'm wrong. Um, but yeah, it fucking sucks. And yeah, um, so uh, it just sucks. I think part of it is, well, let me go. I'll get my tinfoil hat on for that one. Um, should probably clean this little spot up. There we go. That's a lot cleaner looking. But yeah, the FCC ban, and what does that mean for the FPV community? It means we're in trouble. That's what that means. So we all got to band together and make stuff, make flight controllers, motors. Don't know how the fuck we're gonna make batteries. But yeah, I almost wonder if this is like, if anyone's ever seen the movie Pirate Radio. I almost wonder if like this is like that, but with FPV. Because I don't see any other logical explanation of why you would ban everything unless the government is tinfoil hat territory. Unless the government is planning to do something really bad and they don't want any kind of uprising because they've seen Ukraine. That could be it. It could be that the globalist agenda is now finally coming to fruition, where we will own nothing and be happy. I don't know. Just all around, it sucks, though. So I'm just hanging out and being sad about it. So yeah, bald ass. Damn, my bald patch got bigger. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. There's no one watching this shit at all. Just talking to myself, I guess. But that's cool. Damn, I just crashed my 5-inch quad too, and now I gotta panic buy for parts before everyone just starts buying up all the parts. But yeah, we're doing nerd shit today. This is my big spaceship lander that printed and painted. Actually, I should bring one of these guys. Whatever. But yeah, yep, that's the whole thing. The FCC ban sucks. They cut off our motors, batteries, flight controllers, cameras, VTXs, controllers, everything. So yeah, I'm getting fat. Fat and skinny arms. Yeah, it's time to work out. I think this year I'm gonna start working out. I think some of the stuff that I had planned for this year I wanted to get done as far as like FPV goals go, never got them done. I got one done. Well, I got a couple. I was to build a few more quads and then to start my own event. Um, so I was able to start my own event. Only one person showed up, which is my wife, Elaine. But I'm still doing that every year on the last weekend of September. Um, Out in Austin, we're gonna go fly quads, micros specifically. Um, but yeah, I should scoot up, hide my fat gut under this table. Still doesn't hide it. I have to like sit like this. Oh well. But yeah, I started an FPV event called Vibe and Fly. It hardly got promoted at all, and it was supposed to be a small event. I don't want it to be like hundreds of people. Um, I just feel like it would be very overwhelming. Um, but just like a cool little woot crawl with the buddies. I think that'd be cool. It'd be cool to see that go grow bigger next year. But till then, hopefully there's enough drones to go around to justify having Vibe and Fly next year. Um, my goals for 2026, I want to go fly the Gathering of the Juggalos as a press at the press pass. If I can go apply for all that. Sorry for all the Norteño Mexican music in the background. Man, it don't seem like y'all can hear me at all. There's no one watching, so I'm gonna move all my battle stuff over. You want to come hop on the live stream and say hi to the world?
No, dear.
Okay.
The kiddo's looking for his old Nintendo Switch, but I told him I haven't seen it anywhere. Have you, by chance? No.
No?
No. No. We haven't seen it, baby. We don't know where it would be.
Maybe someone stole it. All right, we gotta move all this stuff. Can I safely do that? I sure can. Here we go. So yeah, the FCC bans. Let me go grab my tin foil. This is fun. So, I managed to get, oh shit, an Alex Jones, official Alex Jones tinfoil hat kit. So this will come in handy at some point. Oh my god, I feel I'm having way too much fun with this shit. But looks like my audio did a dumb thing. Man, Christmas evening was a bad. Hello, testing. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the. I'm just chilling. Ain't got much going on. Let's see. All right. But yeah, that's my happy holidays bullshit rant about the FCC bans. Like, to me, I think it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, I know someone. Sorry, I was cleaning off the screen. I know someone that says that they've been following a guy that has proved that DJI is sending out information back to China. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen any videos of that guy or proof of that. But I do want to check that guy out because apparently he's been ignored by a lot of people. So yeah, I get it. I think if they are doing something nefarious like that, then yeah, they need to go. But I haven't seen proof of it. I haven't watched any of those videos. But as soon as I get the source for that, I will be making a little video on that. But I do see how it could be good for like growth for the manufacturing economy because I mean for years and years and years we've sent all of our manufacturing over to China and like I think it's going to suck and it's going to be really hard for probably the next 10 years. That's my guesstimation is that it's going to take about 10 years for us to come back up to speed to manufacture the things that we need. At least to be efficiently go back and do all that. So, yay! The FCC just banned everything, and now we have to build it ourselves. So, I did start a company called Mad Cat Manufacturing. Woo! Literally paid for my LLC. Hopped on YouTube and then found out about all the news. Oh, Mrs. Goggles. Merry Christmas. Hello. There's literally no one watching.
That's okay.
Someone will probably see it though. I don't know. Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah. So that's been the news that's going around, and everyone's making videos about it. I figured I would put my 2 cents in. I have talked about briefly and recently about getting into doing printing, not printing, but milling specifically circuit boards. Now, if I do that, I'm stuck to pretty much just doing 2-layer PCBs. Which, like, what I've been hearing is a lot of it is like 6-layer PCBs for like some of the flight controllers and like the all-in-ones. But it might be bulkier. But if it does the same thing, it's just bulkier. We should be good. And yeah. That's. I don't know, man. I think it all sucks. All of it does, and it's going to be a pain in the ass for all FPV, RC, boat, car, airplane people. It's all going to suck all around. But yeah, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because it's stupid. Why batteries and motors? Like that's what I want to know. Like, I don't know. I think that I think it's a bunch of things all put together, and I think that these politicians and FCC people were just saw some drones and have been seeing them on Ukraine because that's what's getting pushed is like shit like that. And then like I go to the gas station and fly my 5-inch during the evenings when it's slow. The clerks and cashiers at that specific gas station, they all know me. They all know when I show up. It's like, hey, that's the drone guy. Oh, what's up, Spinkies? There's a booty hole. But yeah, they all know me when I show up. I'm all cool. I always try to bring an extra pair of goggles so that like one of them ever want to see what I'm doing, they're more than welcome to, or just the general public. And that's why I go to the gas station to fly, is because like I go at times where it's slow enough where like you can keep your situational awareness about you while you're flying. So like you're not flying around cars, there's not a bunch of people there, and when like one or two people show up to go to the gas station, they hear that little 5-inch ripping around the parking lot, and I've only gotten one negative response from flying my FPV quads in public, and that was a female cop that was not. I don't think that lady should be on the force. I think that lady's a problem. And like, I'm not saying like, woo, yay, cops, I love them. But I'm also not saying like, fuck the cops, because they kind of need them. But there's certain situations and certain cops that shouldn't be cops. But yeah, I was literally test hovering my quad. Let me let the kitty out. But yeah, I've only gotten one negative response from flying FPV. It was just an angry, bitchy female cop that I like had my head down. Hey, Merry Christmas, Lambo. Sorry if I'm late on the. Oh shit! Oh hey, we got one person watching. Yeah, I'm putting in my 2 cents on the fucking FCC bans. We might go into tinfoil hat territory later on, but I got some Alex Jones I got an Alex Jones tinfoil hat kit for when we go into that territory. So we'll put on our Alex Jones tinfoil hat. But yeah, man, I yes, it's official Alex Jones. I saw that shit and I had to buy it. I just thought it was too funny. But yeah, I actually, you know what? Let's go put on our little Alex Jones tinfoil hat kit. Let's get right. We got one. We got the legendary. Here's our unboxing of our tinfoil hat kit. Look, it even has instructions on the back somewhere. Yeah, look. It's even got instructions. But yeah, let's get right into the tinfoil hat territory. I love this, by the way, this tinfoil hat. Oh yeah, it's like the whole tinfoil hat kit. Oh wow. Woo! All right, we're gonna put on our tinfoil hat. All right. Now the startup tones on your drone can no longer hurt me because they off-put radio frequencies at a frequency that turns your brain into a sleeper cell. So we have to wear these now for when we fly. So this is the tinfoil hat territory that I'm getting into with the FCC bans. So Jesus Christ, this looks ridiculous. But I firmly believe that this FCC ban is not. I feel like it's their way of like, okay, deep state stuff that's all going on. And I know most pilots don't get political. I don't really get political on views, but I don't know, man. I just see shit how it is and I say how it is. But I feel like with all this globalist agenda bullshit that is, I think it's starting to come to fruition. All the you will own nothing and be happy kind of shit. Like, it's getting harder and harder to find a video game that's released on the actual hard copy. Everything's like download bullshit. And it's gotten rampant since 2020. The amount of wealth exchange that happened through all that and like how everything's been going, I firmly believe that this is like a move, because like if all the like top big people are like starting to build bunkers and all this other shit, like what do they know? What do they know that the general population doesn't? And what are they going to try to do? Because if we're that close to a war where we have to have the FCC to come close to owning things at least worth owning. Yeah, exactly. And like even that, like repairing shit, like that's a very good point. Like even with like John Deere or not, John Deere, their giant agricultural platforms that they use for farming and all that stuff. There's a lot of farmers that are now saying like, we don't want to go with them because like they have a bunch of proprietary software and stuff on them that like if you fix it yourself, it goes out of warranty or it does something. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, but I understand how important that is. But I feel like the U.S. Congress is going to do something really big and really bad to piss off the entirety of the general population. And in order to protect themselves, they're going to ban all the parts that it takes to build an FPV drone because they've already seen what happened in Ukraine. So obviously they're going to like, that was feature was $15 a month for a remote. Wow. Yeah, see like even like subscription fees and stuff like that. So I feel like this whole FCC ban is just the globalists basically farthering their agenda while keeping everyone distracted because like, all right, is okay. And I don't mean this in any kind of negative way. I feel like us as like the entire community of FPV pilots, when we start looking at the tier of tech people, and like I said, I don't mean this in any kind of negative way because there's some very extremely smart FPV pilots out there that build. Like we're all smart, but I think when it comes to the tech iceberg of like technical ham radio, computer programming, robotics, all the general spiel of tech, I feel like the FPV guys are kind of like the dumber guys compared to like the rest of the tech world. Not to say that all FPV people that build their quads are dumb. That's not what I'm saying. It just seems like, because I fall in that category, I'm the smartest retard that I know. Like, yes, and that's why I love building and flying, is because it's pure learning. And like, so I think us as like the FPV community, we're kind of like the dumb smart people, where we're not geniuses, but we're all geniuses, but we're all kind of dumb compared to the dudes that are like doing crazy computer code shit that I can't do. Like the people that are writing cryptocurrency smart contracts from scratch and that can read that, understand it, and know what that script is doing. Like obviously there's people in the FPV world that can do that, and I'm not downing anyone, but I just feel like if we're the like dumber people in the tech world, and like, you know, yeah, okay, like yeah, like naive dabblers, like that's there's you know there, and that's totally okay. Like I would much prefer have like a naive dabbler dabble with some FPV stuff, because like cool, that person's farthering their education for themselves to do something cool. But that's the thing. I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, okay, well, on the tier of things, if we're not like we're like the smart dumb guys, we're kind of down here, sort of, but we're still up here. We still got skills, and you know, think about all the people that don't mess with stuff and that tinker, that have their phone in their face, that Nicki Minaj or whatever the big mainstream news is like, I feel like while everyone's distracted, because there's some people that don't even know FPV quads are a thing. Um, and the people that do know about it, that have never seen one, have more than likely just seen videos on Ukraine, bomb drones getting used, and then that's what they see. And then when I go out and fly in the little gas station, it's kind of the first thing they imagine, uh, which sucks. And like I said, back to the tinfoil hat territory. I feel like while they're keeping everyone distracted with all this other news, the FCC stuff is the stuff that they don't want people looking at. Not all software guys can solder a board, though. There's a lot of breadth in the hobby. Yeah, exactly. Like my step kiddo, like he'll be turning 12 next month, and like he got his first little 65 millimeter and he's flying around. So I do feel like there's hope for the hobby. I don't think that it's like a doom and gloom. The whole hobby is going to end. I think what's going to happen is because of this ban, like everyone's going to buy up all the stock that's already here. And then once that stock gets bought up, we're going to have a really hard time for the next 10 years. But I think through that next 10 years, we're going to have a lot of people that are like innovating, and that's very true. Not all programmers can solder. That's very my brother is a program guy, and he won't. I've tried to explain some of the hardware stuff to him, and he's like, I don't get this. And I'm like, I don't get what you do. I can't do that. So I mean, they're to all respects of the skill involved in programming or soldering. They're both, yeah. You'll find some software people that can't do it, some software people can, but I think what they're doing is just keeping everyone distracted, because I put down Facebook and all the social media, well, except for YouTube, about 3 years ago. You know, I started feeling happier. I started being more productive. I got into 3D printing. And while I'm getting into 3D printing, I was also getting into FPV, and like I've been watching FPV since just about the past 10 years. And then 3 years ago, I finally pulled the trigger on it, because I was like, all right, this finally seems like it's affordable to like do and build myself now. And everything's easy. We don't have to use like literal Wii controller components to make like parts of our flight controller, though it's looking like we're probably going to have to go back to that at least for a little bit. But yeah, that's what I think. I think this is part of the globalist agenda to tamp down any kind of response that they think they're going to get. I don't know what they're planning, but when you hear a lot of like people from the CIA or whatever that they're like, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of 9/11 style attacks. That makes me think that they're going to go try to influence some FPV pilot to go do something heinous. And because they influenced the guy to do it, because that's like the CIA's game, they're going to go convince someone to do something really extreme and really bad with their drone. And then they're going to be like, see, all these drone pilots, they're all dangerous. When in reality, they manufactured that problem situation for that guy to go do that thing. So I've always thought that if someone does something actually bad with a drone, they're not part of the FPV community. And if they are, they've been wildly radicalized by some government dude to put them up to go do something bad. So that's kind of my whole take on that. But that's honestly what I see out of that is like, unless you're worried about something, why? Like if like why? So yeah, that's that, and then I think it's the globalist response of like, oh wow, these drones can fuck up a lot of shit if someone wants to do something bad. Well, we're gonna start our globalist agenda and make everyone own nothing and be happy about it, and ride around in Waymo cars, and then we won't be able to afford housing, so we'll live in a cell. And while we're living in a cell, we're going to be watching people that can afford houses on like MTV Cribs while we're dumbed down by our chemical water and government propaganda that's put into our ears. And like that's what they want. Like that, I should have called this the. Yeah, like yeah. See, exactly. Like I and that's the thing is like Rotor Riot changed their website from like Red Cat cameras or whatever, whoever bought them out. Even they were like, they didn't call them FPV drones. They called them like tactical unmanned aerial vehicles, or like something like that, where it's like, yo, don't call it that. That's not what it is. Like an unmanned attack vehicle. Like what the fuck are y'all doing? And so I don't have very much beef with anyone in FPV. Like we're all fucking grown men flying toy helicopters at the end of the day. But like the people that I do have beef with is specifically the CEO of Unusual Machines, Red Cat, and there's another company that's based out of Houston that I almost worked for them. Anyways, they have an NDA. They have like a non-disclosure contract that they're not supposed to be telling people that they're building war drones, but they are. Unusual? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, yeah. If that's Unusual Machines, there's another one based out of Houston. Maybe it is Unusual Machines, but I can't remember. I almost worked for them, and then when I found out that I was going to be building quads to get sent over, I've called them out on a previous video. But when I honestly feel like that. That like all this shit is just going to fucking hell in a handbasket, and I'm not exactly sure if like yeah, but the people that I mainly have beef with is like the people that are building, that are the CEOs that are building drones with off-the-shelf hobby parts to get sent over to get blow people up. Hey, Merry Christmas, Gar. Let's see. Future will be rent everything, own nothing, feed the rich or everything. Yeah, but yeah, that's the unfortunate part is like, I've called out a company they're like, don't tell anyone we're doing this, and then I found out about it. I'm like, I'm telling everyone, fuck you guys, because the flight controllers, the motors, everything that those motherfuckers use are flight controllers and motors that the hobby could use, but then it's wasted to go get blown up. Like what the fuck? Don't do that. That's a good flight controller. And the dude you blew up probably didn't want to get blown up to begin with, and he probably didn't want to be there in the first place. So yeah, that's what stopped me from going and working for Unusual Machines. It's something machines. It's not Unusual Machines, but it's something different. There's a little one down here that they got a government contract. But like, I also put them on blast because like, the fuck, dude, wasting all our good drone parts. Like that's like the amount of like, think about how many flight controllers like since the war started over there to like right now. Oh look, there's probably one more flight controller that just went. Oh wait, and there's probably another one. Wait. Oh, there probably goes another drone right there. So like, it just eats our fucking parts. And like, yeah, so like, oh, by the way, Slow Bro, I don't know if you know, but the FCC banned motors, all imports. It's not just from China. It's literally, if it's not from the US, you can't get it in. So it's motors, flight controllers, literal controllers, fucking batteries, and every critical component to build an FPV quad. Like the video transmitters, the cameras, like, bro, everything got banned. And that, yeah. So all of our existing equipment is legal, but it's illegal to import any kind of FPV critical drone component that to use to build the quad. So obviously they've spun this on a false national security whim. Legacy stuff. So like, oh yeah, they already banned DJI. So like, yeah, pretty much everything right now they've pretty much banned unless it's approved by the FCC already. Yeah, it can't come in. Now, everything that exists here, like if you already have a DJI, you're still allowed to fly it, but you can't fly it for like Part 107, or you can't do like, yes, already. This is already in the US. So if it's in the US already, you can fly it. All our existing gear gets grandfathered in, but new gear that comes in can't come in. Like they block that. The crazy part too is part of this is oh yeah, I hope you here, let me find my thing. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, but it's the official Alex Jones tinfoil hat kit. Protect your mind from the globalists. And they've got a instructions for the tinfoil hat. But yeah, so I think the United States is trying to plan the globalists. I feel like they're just trying to plan some 9/11 thing to like fuck us all over, and I feel like that it's good. Whatever, I don't know what the fuck they're planning, but whatever they're planning is probably going to piss off the general population. Like, saw some dude using a DJI, filming a house or a commercial. It's my pad, not for commercial use now. So, yeah, yeah. So like, you can't use the DJI for commercial purposes anymore, but you can still fly them for recreation. Like, but people are still gonna do that regardless because like it's DJI. It's good quality shit. Um, Now, I do know someone that says that they found someone on the internet that's showing proof that DJI is leaking information back to China. I don't know how true that is, but apparently the dude has like actual proof. But I have to go find that dude, watch his shit, and then go make a video on that. But yeah, that's fucking how the government stole Christmas. They just, and it's not even just for FPV stuff. Like when a car guy goes to buy like a new car controller with a little wheel on it, that also falls into the category of this shit. So that dude's gonna be pissed off when he finds out like, oh, I can't get the new Traxxas controller because it's made in fucking the UK or Germany or wherever it's made at, and I can't get it in. Like, yeah, the US is gonna piss off a lot of people like that. And yeah, I think it's because they're planning like some kind of big attack. Um, yeah, exactly. Like it can be some shit like that. Like it's, um, that's the fucking the cyberpunk tech dystopian that I imagined would be, I hoped wouldn't be a reality, but I've kind of tried to always prepare for, is now the fucking reality we live in. And I didn't think that if, as FPV pilots, we would be going underground and almost having to be like the drift car guys of the sky, or the drift car clubs of the sky. Um, and we're not even doing anything dangerous. Like that's literally all it is. A whoop 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 whoop, flip 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 flop. Oh no! Oh, okay, we caught it. All right, cool. Let's get back and fucking do it again. Like that's what all this drone shit is. That's what FPV is about, you know. Um, but yeah, um, they fucking stole all that shit, and well, not stole, but they, anytime that like in war, when you want to like, yeah, set that lore up, man. Not a Meshtastic. It's not too hard to set up. You just go to meshtastic.com, or you can YouTube how to set them up. They're not too hard to do. Um, I'm about to set up a node that's just going to be a permanent node that will just pretty much cover all of like Conroe. I got to wait till next month, and then I'll be ordering and antennas, and then the actual proper box off and put everything in. So yeah, I'm gonna be ordering a bunch of those and pretty much a bunch of drone equipment. I'm gonna go panic buy everything like New Year's, so I'm gonna be broke. And instead of getting my CNC machines and doing all that in February, that might get pushed back a month, and I might not get my CNC machines until March, which I was originally just gonna cut frames. But when I found out that you can CNC mill PCBs on like 2-layer PCBs and shit, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's a start, and then like it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and all my machines are gonna cost me a fuck ton of money. Um, Mm, that's true. Yeah, also going to be. I'll probably be buying some weather balloons too. I've experimented with putting up some weather balloons, or not weather balloons, but like dollar store balloons, a bunch of helium, and fucking stuck my LoRa on there, and I configured it wrong, but like the one that I connected to my phone, I sent up on the balloons, and the one that was supposed to be on the balloons stayed on the ground with me, and I got them confused. And so technically, the test didn't work, but I had mild success because whenever I brought it back, I finally got connected to my phone, and then I realized I was like, "Oh, I am retarded." Uh, I will make sure this doesn't happen next time I test this. So yeah, there's other ways to do this, and which sucks is like, you know, fucking motors. Like, okay, what does motors and batteries have to do specifically with communications? Like, I get that motors put off like they basically put off like radio frequencies that can uh they can mess with some radio stuff, but it's like not very much. Like usually if you got dirty power or something goofy going on, you can see the static in your motors. Like I get it, it makes some kind of electrical noise signal, but to just ban FPV motors outright, and like, okay, they don't communicate any data. Um, the other thing too is that like it doesn't transmit nothing. That's true too. That's not too hard to do. Hydrogen ain't hard to make. Negative, positive, voltage, bag. Yeah, that's fun stuff to do. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Is they literally banned everything, and yeah, so they're. I feel like the government's trying to. I feel like it's almost like pirate radio, that movie Pirate Radio, but like only instead of pirate radio, it's like a bunch of pirate FPV dudes. Like, that's half the FPV community. We're all fucking FPV. We're all fucking air pirates. Like, we're all very respectful of the actual airspace that we're flying in. Like, you know, I'm not going to go flying into a surface to 10,000 feet Class B Bravo airspace that's downtown near a major international airport. Like that's common sense. Like all of us don't do that. Like we all know, like stay the fuck away from an airport, especially an international one. you know. But like, take my goofy tinfoil hat off for a second. I didn't realize, but those tinfoil hats get warm. That's the first time I ever wore one. Shit. Um, but yeah, that's everyone's making videos about the FCC ban, so I had to like put in my 2 cents on it. But yeah, I'm just chilling, having some drinking some Happy Dads. Don't tell YouTube I'm drinking. Oh well, don't tell me that. Don't tell no one. Yeah, there was a baseball field that I went to go fly at one time, totally in Class G airspace, but I didn't realize that where I was flying was directly under an ILS path. And I didn't know until I got back. There's a dude that I know that is very, very, very knowledgeable about manned aviation. Apparently, those ILS paths, those go from surface all the way up, just about. Yeah, that's no fun. You gotta go drive somewhere else. Don't tell us you live near that. Just tell us you live in the desert in Minneapolis. The desert that's in Minneapolis. You don't fly near an air. We don't You don't live near an airport. I've never seen it. There's no proof. It's a lie. Just try to keep you out of trouble. But yeah, no, I that's what I think it is. I think it's just the government not liking FPV. They don't know anything about it. They've never gone to see they've never got to talk to FPV pilots. They've never seen it. The only thing those dudes have seen is like, oh yeah, yeah. There you go. I do that. I get lots of Lance requests. Uh, anytime I'm flying near controlled airspace. I am a pirate, but I do have my Part 107 just because I there's someone that I'm very, very close to in my family that he has a bunch of FAA certifications, and I just want to cover my ass legally if anything happens. I know they're not going to go to him and be like, "You should have told him," and I have to be like, "Yeah, he should have told me." But yeah, it's my dad. He's a certified ground instructor, um, certified A&P pilot, weight and balance specialist. Was a is still a certified dispatcher, um, and has his own little kit fox and is a member of the Experimental Aircraft Association. So he's got airplane money. I don't have much. I barely have drone money. So yeah, I'm still rocking $150 goggles that I bought on Amazon last year after my Eachine 800Es finally went out on me. So I don't rock fancy gear. I'm a budget boy all around. Um, but it works. Yeah, he's doing a lot better. He's still old. He ain't what it used to be, but he's still there. He still got it. Um, Damn, I didn't know you had one too. Shit. Yeah, I made it a goal this year to get in shape. I'm gonna go get a gym membership and we go get jacked. Go get jacked, son. So I'm gotten a little fat. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, shit's been a clusterfuck for me. It's been like I go to work and then pretty much I come home and then I have my face buried in. If it's not CAD software, then it's some kind of like fucking programming. What do you call it? A terminal for programming, or I've got like the Visual Studio Code up, or I'm soldering. Like I've made it a point to like not be scrolling so much on the phone, and so that's where it all manifests at is like just doing shit. Um, but yeah, that's the whole spiel. The FCC banned all the FPV gear to make FPV possible, and including antennas too, which sucks because like um, oh yeah. Yeah, you can actually do that with your motors. Um, the startup tones, you can make them like play like the Mario theme song or like Raining Blood or like from fucking Slayer, like whatever. Like it's super fucking cool. Um, but like that's I like audio stuff too. Speaking of that, I want to get. I still want to get the original soft pop. Apparently, they discontinued it, so that's going to be a hard one to get. But they have the. Um, oh yeah. I have to. I gotta go look that up. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. It's been slow. I had some shit happen. See, this Friday would be like 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I accidentally gave myself alcohol poisoning. Um, and holy shit, dude, that was wild. Um, Never had that before. But yeah, I was just like, all right, cool, it's freaking Friday, woohoo! Like, all right, I got my bottle of Jaeger, I got my fucking minis. We're gonna watch some FPV stuff going on with Spider Sugar's FPV stream, and yeah. Like I've definitely. It was like by sheer accident. Like the funny part, like I just started sipping on it, and like 45 minutes went by, and I didn't realize like how much I had drank. I looked at the bottle, and it was all gone, and I like except for like that much in it, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm about to be fucked up right now. Holy shit. Um, Went and ran and did something in the bathroom, real something goofy. Came back, was a little bit blurry, and then next thing you know, I was like literally like I couldn't get up. Like out of all the handful, like I'm not like a huge partier, but like the handful of few times I've thrown up, I've always been like coherent enough to like get to a trash can, a toilet, or go outside and puke in the lawn or off a balcony, whatever. But like I physically couldn't get up. Like it felt like gravity got turned up by like 50. And yeah, so I'm like painting, do, and whatever. And then all of a sudden, it just was like way too fucked up, started puking. And then, like, I think because of the sheer amount of alcohol that I did intake in this very short amount of time, yeah, I dealt with weird withdrawal shit for like a week. Um, and like, there's been times where like I've stopped drinking on the weekends, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna take this weekend off. I don't want to drink this weekend. Totally fine, no fucking problems, nothing. But the withdrawals from that shit from alcohol, like I probably should have gone to the hospital, but I fucking didn't. Uh, but yeah, there for a second, like I had that earlier that like I didn't realize what was going on with the alcohol withdrawal, and I thought I was like I thought I had like a minor stroke because like part of it is like very foggy thinking, like it's like hard to think, and yeah, I was dealing with all that shit, and yeah, for just about a week, and so um, it literally took me a week to wake up without feeling like I was hungover. So I guess you could say I had a hangover for an entire week. That was new. But yeah, I don't intend on doing that shit again. That shit fucking sucked. Um, but yeah, I just want to do a live stream because I figured it'd be easier than putting together a video on my 2 cents on the FCC bans of fucking everything. So I'm not the first one to make a video about it, nor do I really care if I'm the first one to make a video about it. I do think it's important to get that out there, maybe to the people that aren't aware or are just getting into FPV, or maybe they come across this stupid live stream and hear me talk about it. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, yeah, it's that's. I don't really have much to rant about other than like I feel like that this whole thing is like pretty much the I just think it's just the globalist bullshit where they're like, you'll own nothing and be happy, and then you know next thing you know you're not you know not owning nothing. And I feel like this is where it starts, and I feel like there's so many people that they're like, what are they distracting us from? I feel like they're distracting everyone from this, because like imagine if someone's like, I want to get into RC cars this year and like put down drinking or whatever the fuck. And then they go to order their controller and all of a sudden they get an email being like, hey, we can't send you this. It got stuck at customs. And it's like, fucking what? A car controller? RC car controller? Okay, well, what the fuck? Why? Oh, because the United States doesn't want anything to do with drone manufacturing, critical drone components to come into the U.S. And it's like, bro, that's not a drone, that's an RC car. And then the government's going to be dumb and be like, no, RC car is drone. It is ground drone. Drone that goes on ground. Ground drone. I don't fucking know, dude. I feel like that term's getting overused for everything. Like, and it sucks because I was gonna start trying to build like ROVs, like underwater ROVs this year. Like, I found a couple of STM32 projects that are like dumb simple. That like are okay. So the municipality that like the people that are one person that's probably watching from not here. Our local municipality crashed a $10,000 drone in the lake that we live next to, and they never got it back. So my goofy ass was like, they don't understand any of this bullshit. So, it's just like with the remote ID thing. Hold on one second. Let me deal with this. What the fuck is it barking at? Alrighty, sorry about that. I also had to go pee. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think it is. I think it's just bureaucrats that don't know anything about anything, and they're the educated types. But yeah, that's what happened with RC airplanes, is that they were talking about drones, and it turns out that RC airplanes, they just categorized that they categorized RC airplanes as drones too. So yeah, fucking dumb peoples. There's also and like I had some shit happen when I was out in Austin last time. It was really weird, but I feel like we got hit because I started a yearly event out in Austin to fly 65 millimeter whoops and go do a crawl, FPV crawl downtown. Um, and I feel like me and my wife, because she was the only one with me. We'll see you later, Lambo. Much love, dude. Thanks for hanging out. But like this is again tinfoil hat territory. Like, yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like I mean not officially yet, but getting there. But I feel like we walked through like it was really weird because we were flying like different multiple spots, and then dude, it felt like we straight up walked through like
Okay.
a microwave frequent. Yeah, you're good. Um, yeah, there you go. Um, like it was really weird that like it just felt like we got hit with like an aerial, not aerial, area denial weapon of like microwave radio frequency type shit because we were flying, walking around, and like it was warm, but not warm enough to be like it's too hot to eat. Like we were both starving, we were both hungry, and as we like,
Oh yeah. I walked up, I saw the sign, and it was just like a whole freaking wave of just nausea.
yeah, like in like
Hunger gone.
yeah, like we were starving, bro. Like we were like, man, we've been running around all day. Want some gluten-free pizza? Fuck yeah!
And we
Via-
love that place,
like,
expensive
that's-
as it is. But to have our stomachs turn like that
Yeah,
was wild.
yeah, and it happened literally just about at the same time. Like, here's the pizza place, right? We're walking, and it's like a sidewalk place with a window. Like they hand it out to you. So she's walking in front of me. Here's pizza place, and she's whatever. We're like this, She's like, oh fuck, I'm nauseous, and I was like, God damn it, dude, motherfucker, I was hungry, and now I got it. Oh fuck, now I'm nauseous too. Like the way that it felt is like it felt like just nauseous. Like I got nauseous and very hot, but it was instantaneously as if we had crossed a physical line past, like they had the shit set up here and we were watching from, maybe they were watching from somewhere. And then the other thing that happened is like a month before, I was flying a 4-inch drone to do a building dive, flying on an Express LRS protocol, blasting it at 100 milliwatts. That is damn near unbreakable. That radio link is damn near unbreakable. And that quad that I was flying just bloop, just nothing. And like usually when a quad fail safes like that, it tries to like, it does really weird twitchy stuff, but like it's trying to keep itself up. It literally looked like someone just cut the communications to it and it just tumbled, dude, like mid dive. And so the only like yes, there's a lot of Wi-Fi frequencies that run at like 5.8 gigahertz for like the video transmission, but like I didn't deal with any of that. Like it straight up, I dove the tallest building in Austin, lost communications, and then like like not too much longer after that, because I'm like flying around the area like daily for like a couple days. We finally walk up to this place and like it just straight nauseous, hot, unnaturally hot for what like. I mean, I get it. It's hot down here in Texas, but like for the last weekend in September, it's bearable enough to like chill outside in the shade. And we were in the shade. and both of us just got nauseous and hot out of nowhere. And so I personally believe that I think that, and like I get it, it's a red team versus blue team kind of thing, not like Republican Democrat red team blue team, but like
It's.
defense and offense kind of thing. And like
I was gonna say we're not talking politics.
no, but and so I get that because I was flying close to the Capitol, just to the edge where I would be okay with like, all right, this is kind of the edge. I don't want to fly any closer to the Capitol. We'll just keep it here on this street. Oh yeah, I do need to go check that out. But yeah, like I don't really like getting too public and loud about that shit because it to people that don't understand the radio frequency spectrum and how and like for people that don't understand the radio spectrum and how that affects the human body in certain frequencies and shit like that. I just look like a fucking crackhead being like, the government fried me and my fiance with microwave frequencies. Da, 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 da. Like, but in reality, you know, that's Austin. That's the capital of Texas. And oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to go get another drink. This one was not sealed. It's all right. This one is though. Be happy about that. Um, Actually, yeah, everything's frequency and waves. Yeah, and like that's the thing is like I wasn't too loud about it, but I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'll go back to Austin next year if the same thing happens again. Then I will officially be like, yo, the government don't like people flying FPV quads in Austin. Don't do it. Like, um, but yeah, you know, and there's a lot of critical. Hello, boys. There's a lot of critical infrastructure that's in downtown Austin. Like, I mean, their power plant that runs off one of the springs is down there. I didn't even realize I was flying next to a power plant until I like got home and was like looking at the DVR and was like, "Oh shit, that's a power plant." Okay, and then, but you know, I also do understand because like they don't know who I am. I'm just some random fuck flying drones everywhere, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Someone stop him. He's flying his drones way close to the buildings and just diving down them. And so, yeah, I think we got hit with some shit like that. But you know, which you know, I'm gonna have to go back again next year and test it, and I'm gonna bring a radio spectrum analyzer so that I'm just gonna have it on and recording the entire time I'm flying. And if I get hit with that shit again, I'm gonna go back, reference that thing, and have proof that the government, because they're not going to tell you that they're going to do shit like that. They're not going to tell you about that. They're just going to do it and be like, all right, hopefully that like, dude, yeah, exactly. Like, like that's so like I also understand like how that looks fishy on my part, like coming back again, and then this time I have a spectrum analyzer with me. Like, yeah, I get that that looks fishy, but I'm gonna keep going until a mysterious man in a suit tells me I can't fly there anymore because that's my fucking right as an American. And you know what? If I'm not violating airspace and I'm doing everything legally, I'll fucking do it again. Just hopefully they don't fry my brain where I have a seizure and I'm stupid. So if anyone hears about me having a seizure in Austin and dying out of nowhere, was the government that did that to me. Also, in other news, this is my big old Union class dropship that I 3D printed and painted. This is what I was painting on whenever I had the alcohol poisonings. I was specifically doing these lines when that happened, and I'm surprised they actually came out that clean. Like, for how fucked up I was. But yeah, it's not to scale. This is supposed to be about the size of a basketball, an actual scale, but you can see it's like the size of probably like a mini basketball, or about half the size of a basketball. Yeah, that thing took forever to paint. Yeah. I did not so much oil paints, but it just a wash in general. And see, like, it gets darker on some of the bottoms, and I like my spaceships to be old and used looking. The next one I'm going to do 2 more of these. One of them is going to be a Coca-Cola brand one that's like, so you'll probably have like Coca-Cola right there, wherever. And then the one after I do the Coca-Cola one, I'm going to do an Arizona Tecan one with the like tree and the shit on it. Oh, that would be cool. That would be fun to do a Buzzball one. That would make total sense too. A Coca-Cola Buzzball and a green tea Arizona one. So, and I'm going to end up selling these, some of the special paint job ones. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's like barely took me like $5-10 worth of filament, maybe $25 worth of paint. And I've got like a $75 to $100 thing that I can go sell for the BattleTech universe. But I feel like if I go with like something different, like a Coca-Cola brand or a Buzzball, or like something like that, like the Arizona green tea can, I feel like I can get more money for it. I feel like I can get about $100 out of each one. But those are going to be like extremely slow sells that it's probably going to end up sitting on a shelf for a year or two until someone was like, I fucking want that. It's like, all right, cool. Throw me $100. It's yours. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to be doing an LED Arduino project. So if you see, I'll try to notify you at some point so maybe you can take a video, but don't do it. Okay, Bubba, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be on the battlefield. Yeah, I built myself a 4-foot wide by 6'6" long BattleTech table, and that's what the computer's sitting on right now. But it's not like I've got money. Like I like it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. But I'm going to program it with an Arduino. And hello, big boys. Yeah, do you mind getting off the battlefield, please? You're going to get your fur in it. Okay, well, I guess you can sit there if you're cool. Here, hop down. Down. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna use specifically 12-volt LEDs instead of the 5-volt LEDs because the fucking 12-volt LEDs are so bright. They are insanely bright. Um, so yeah, what I'm probably gonna do is just like take a weather balloon, take a Arduino Nano, hook it up to like a 12-volt setup for a small battery, let a dangly LED light dangle down, and program a bunch of crazy effects. Come on, Spankies. Spankies! Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Hey, one of my drinks was like legit unsealed. One of these, like I went to go, like before I even cracked it, it was, yes, please. Well, no, I was just asking out of whatever you had. I guess with a white claw or two. Doesn't matter. Thank you. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. I planned on I don't know when I'll get that done, but whenever I do that, that's also going to be in cahoots with a LoRa test. And the only reason I'm doing the crazy LED lights with the LoRa protocol is that I want to try to get it as high as possible without breaking like FAA regulations, and I want to be able to see at night where my LoRa fucking thing is in the sky. And I'm literally just going to tie it to a fishing rod and just like let the line out and then bring it back in. Um, yeah, exactly. Like when it comes down to tethered stuff, I don't know what the maximum height is, but it'll definitely be under 400 feet. Like I'll make sure that I have some kind of way of testing to make sure that it doesn't go above. Like if I have to measure out the fishing line where it's like exact, this is the 400-foot mark, where I just like put a piece of tape or something on the fishing line where I know like that's the marker, like, oh, that's 400 feet, don't let it out any further, or whatever, like 385 feet, whatever, at least have a marker to where I know it's not going to go over. But I feel like just by testing my LoRa radio protocol with an LED light, I feel like it would send half of the surrounding lake into a panic. Be like, oh my God, it's a UFO. It's been there for 3 hours and hasn't moved. Do you see the UFO? And I have to be like, that's a balloon. How do you know that? You don't know that. That's a balloon and LED lights. You don't know that. You want me to bring this drone here, this UFO here? Here, look. Let me pick up my fishing pole. Let me start reeling. See? Is it getting bigger? Now it's moving. Yeah, that's me. Oh man, that'd be cool. But yeah, that's honestly my whole rig for that, because I've already done it. That's the best way to do it, is with a fishing rod. Just make sure you have the proper line so that your lifting force doesn't exceed 20 pounds, and you're good. But yeah, that's those are 2026 plans, and I'll be panic buying a bunch of FPV gear in January, and then after I'm done paying off all my panic buying, I'll go buy me a CNC machine. of some sorts. I don't know what size I might end up with a $30,000-$40,000 CNC machine. But the only reason I would go with that is because Tormach. Oh my God, Tormach machines are fucking beautiful. Oh my God, and you get like free cam software with it for life, for the life of the machine. So yeah, so it's definitely a lot to like. Holy fuck! So I'm having to like take stuff like one step at a time. There's definitely days where I'm like, oh my God, I can't organize my thoughts. It's too fucking much. It's like in the movies how like people see equations floating. It's like that'll happen, only it turns into a snowstorm of equations. And then eventually it turns out to whiteout conditions with just equations flying around. Merry Christmas, man. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, we'll see you. I'm actually about to probably end this thing too. I've been on here for an hour and a half. So I have to go make the rent cheap in the neighborhood. But yeah, I'll see you, man. Oh yeah. That's my whole rant on the FPV FCC ban kind of thing going on. So yeah. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Fuck you if you celebrate Hanukkah. I don't give a shit. Fuck Hanukkah. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Much love to everyone. Yeah, we'll see y'all. See y'all later.